offensive line, but I agree with you, balance, because if you can run the ball effectively, that just opens things up for guys who want to throw it and gives you easier passing lanes and easier coverages to read.
And they said balance will be a focus in this one.
Yeah, they don't want it all just heaped on his shoulders, I don't believe. I think they want to make sure they take some of the pressure off.
The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
He lost 2 there, and it's third down. We know this offense, they're built around passing the football. That time, the running game didn't suit them so well.
Not so well, but they have to do it every so often. You have to be able to control the pass rush a little bit, make them somewhat hesitant before they come and get your quarterback. At least have the illusion that you have a running game.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. Call that one an even 60 yards. 6-0. And it's Chiefs football. 1st and 10. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 18. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Throwing right, and that's complete. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
Mahomes now on first down. It's complete to Chris Conley. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. On first down, Mahomes. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Well, I mean to jump in on you, partner, but they didn't waste any time getting downfield, did they? I mean, a nice big play there.
3 plays, 3 successful plays in plus territory. Now this defense on its heels a bit.
It seems like they had something targeted there, doesn't it? It's like, okay, we've got a matchup we like coming right out of the gate. Let's go ahead and get right to it.
Mahomes going to throw. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a first down. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far. It's complete to Robinson. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or...
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. And quickly now, a look at the Kansas City offense.
So let's all work together on this one because it's natural to just watch the football. But I want all of us to watch the center of this offensive line, the center and the 2 guards. They've got to be able to control the point of attack, and they didn't do such a good job on that last play. Plenty of opportunities to redeem themselves. They'll have to take advantage of that and start to make progress.
This is caught by Robinson. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up fourth down. And if you're going to pass down here, you better get that in the end zone.
I agree with you totally. And as we both know, the field's already condensed. There's just not a lot of space. So you've got to create some by getting some people downfield into the end zone. If you want to throw it short, you've got to have some movement, some room in order to do that. That one didn't work.
After the field goal, here's Butker to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Got a man open. That's Devontae Parker complete. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
And another thing that makes the comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. A nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Breida. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And now here comes Kansas City. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. Now here's Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the ground. And he'll be upended after a gain of 5, up to the 25-yard line. Time for a look at our starters here on defense. It's a unit that has had all sorts of issues against the pass. Dead last in the NFL, number 32 in the league.
And those are the kind of plays that this unit needs to make because they know that going against a team of this magnitude and the way that they're playing, they cannot afford to let them get on a roll early. Chip away at their timing.
An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Throwing now is Mahomes. Flush to his right. He'll run it. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. From midfield, here's Mahomes. Robinson's got it. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got this down to the 35. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Big stop, G. Big stop. Let's go. Check 37. Check 37.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Steps away to his left. He'll try and run it. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But you know there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
To throw again on second down. Mahomes. And this one's incomplete. Just his second incompletion so far. He's 8 for 10. I think he'll take 80%.
There's no doubt that he will, but if you're the defensive play caller, you better circle what you just dialed up on your play sheet and come back to it because you just caused an incompletion. You need a few more of those.
Here's Mahomes to throw. The Dolphins do the job defensively there, and now it brings up fourth.
Perhaps they overthought this one a little bit. They've been running it real well on this drive, and it was 3rd and short, okay? They decided to throw the football. Incomplete. Yeah, they might have thought just a little bit too hard about that play selection.
And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. Looking to throw is Mahomes. This is caught. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Demarcus Robinson, his first touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Great corner route there. Not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field and you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So now here come the Dolphins. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. 2nd and 2. Going deep here for Parker. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphins shaking up on the play. We'll get an update when we come back to Hard Rock Stadium. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And this is caught. It's Parker. And they'll work this down to their 40-yard line. Tackled there. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins 1st down.
Barney sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep, then curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, that's really a whole lot of fun. It's almost like you say, listen, if you're going to...
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Johnson on poke free. Football's out. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He was looking for Parker that time.
You see me out here? That's right. We can't get stopped.
So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble. Loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? He said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Andy Reid never one to shy away from taking chances. He'll go for 2. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the 2nd quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
They throw again on 2nd down. This one's complete. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position, because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
He'll look to throw, and that will be incomplete.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on 3rd down.
Here's Matt Hawk now as he's on to punt for Miami. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Here's Williams to return. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. We're in the 2nd quarter. They've got the lead. The lead, though, not so much because of the ground game, because of their air attack, Charles.
So what they're seeing so far is the possibility of things loosening up later in the ground game. Through the air first, maybe they have to start respecting that even more as the game goes on, and then there will be running lanes to find later.
Yeah, try to get him more involved here on this drive, maybe. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They go play action. Now Mahomes taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Mahomes now to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it, because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a 1st down. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 44-yard line. To throw, it's Mahomes. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Mahomes to throw once more. His throw incomplete.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down.
Let's go.
2 yards and able to get the 1st down in the process.
see what you got. First down.
Mahomes now on first down. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Mahomes completes it to Hardman. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A gain of 32 that time. What a first half this has been offensively. I mean, defensively, what do you do when you're getting torched like this?
No, these receivers are absolutely wearing them out. So 2 thoughts come to mind. 1, get some oxygen. You fill up your lungs a little bit. And number 2, talk to your guys up front. You need a pass rush to help slow them down.
Escaping the pressure right toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll send you up to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there, and he'll have stats and scores from a busy Sunday in the NFL. Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
All right, Captain, it's batten down the hatches time defensively. Dodged 2 pass attempts to the end zone. Now what do you think they're going to try and dial up on 3rd and goal?
Well, knowing them and knowing what we just seen, I think they're throwing it again, don't you?
I think you have to. I think in this situation, you've kind of run out of your running plays. Fire another one into the end zone.
The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. He's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. Demarcus Robinson with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Big 4th down conversion for the score, and the defense, that is a tough pill to swallow.
Big time for them. How about them just deciding to go for it on 4th down? And, okay, forget the field goal, because that looked like an easy 3 points. Yeah, you might have had a defensive breakdown in there, but they pressed the issue and found a way to get it into the end zone. Give them big credit for that.
Then he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Getting set to go again on offense, here's Devontae Parker now. You would have to think they're going to make it more of a priority to get him the football. You're losing here in the second quarter, and he's been really quiet.
I think all we have to do, and it's too bad we can't actually see the actual play sheet now from the coordinator, because he's looking down at that and saying, okay, do I put him in different spots? Do I try and isolate him? What routes do I run? You're exactly right. They've got to get the ball in his hands and get their offense kick-started.
He does have the 2 catches, but pretty quiet so far. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that...
And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Mike Gesicki, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Well, that's pretty impressive, Charles. It's one thing to be an elite speed wide receiver and have all that yards after the catch into the end zone, but from your tight end?
Yeah, you don't get that very often. What you're describing is more like a Tyreek Hill, a Devontae Adams, and Antonio Brown. You're not talking about a guy that lines up or can line up in line and look like an extra tackle on running plays. He took that bad boy downfield just like he was a scat back.
Before the game, he told me, I'm going to have a zinger or 2 today. And I was like, a zinger or 2? I guess that's a zinger, right?
That's a zinger.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first. Mahomes going to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Looking to throw again on second down. Mahomes, he's got the hook up with Conley. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Final shot before the half from Mahomes. Caught here by Conley.
Holding offense.
So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard, inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
Get ready, get ready.
So we reach half. All right, folks, eager to get back to this Week 4 matchup. We won't put up a fight. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. This is taken at his 4. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. So here are the Chiefs to take over. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. From the gun, it's Mahomes. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City 1st down. Mahomes now on 1st down. That's complete to Robinson. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Now here's Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the ground. 7 yards there and a 1st down. That catch now puts him on the doorstep of 500. It's his 499th reception. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 44-yard line. And again, it's Mahomes. Finding Hardman here over the middle. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. Now he has now hit number 500. Charles, that is his 500th NFL career catch.
Definitely worthy of applause, but I remember when 500 meant you were going to the Hall of Fame. Nowadays, in today's football, 500 puts you on the path, a significant number.
It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another 1st down.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the 1st down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
And they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit, and another 1st down. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Emmanuel Ogbah in there to bury him for a loss of 11. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that.
It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
Now it's Mahomes again. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. They got the win last week despite not having any interceptions. Tried to come up with one there, could not. But there's a stat category called PBU, pass breakup. That's important too, and they got one. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. So reverse the celebration. We'll see if they have something else in their bag of tricks.
And isn't that always tough to watch when they score and you see the excitement and then when they realize those points aren't going to count? Can they get it back together and find their way back to the end zone?
And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Kyle Van Noy with a big-time sack on third down. It's a loss of 7. So they come out of the locker room trailing, but plays like that, they won't be trailing much longer. Defense really starting out well this second half.
Yeah, they knew they had to jumpstart things a little bit. They really struggled in the first half trying to slow them down, but now they had a plan, made that adjustment that we always talk about, and it worked very well on that play.
That's fielded in the end zone. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. So here are the Dolphins now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start. I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him? Either fellow receivers or offensive linemen. That makes that play a really nice timing play. And sometimes it can break big.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin first down. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. 2nd and 10. This one into the hands of the running back, Balaj. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that'll bring up a 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll set up to throw, and that is incomplete.
All right, that one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, they'll miss on 40% of their throws, somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want perfection, but way better that it hits the ground instead of going to an opposite color jersey. Now, if this was a clear day in September, I'd say this is well within his range. I feel very confident about this kick, but let's be honest about it. In these elements, the difficulty level gets ratcheted up by at least a factor of 5.
Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful you're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme, and you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for third down. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. And able to find Conley. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. Back now in Miami. It's the Chiefs with the lead and the football here as we get set for quarter number 4. And they give this time to the tailback. Now a flag comes in from the umpire after a gain of about 4. And this looks like it's going to be holding. That one whistled against a big right tackle.
You'd think being able to fire out and block, it'd be a lot easier to not commit a holding penalty. But it's tough to keep those guys right in front, isn't it?
Now a handoff here to his running back. And there on the tackle, Shaq Lawson.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they won't put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Mahomes, he finds Robinson. A good pickup there, 21 yards. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, it's a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Well, the incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates.
And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Mecole Hardman, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
This is taken at his 4. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. The Dolphins offense now heads back on the field. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll try and start this drive in the air. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they've been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. And this is Parker, complete. Give him 6 on the play, and that'll make it a 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. The Dolphins on 3rd down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll look to throw here. Completes it to the tight end, Smythe. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Dolphin 1st down. On 1st down, here's Breida. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Now the former 4th-round pick, it's Kalen Ballage. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Kalen Ballage, his 1st touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins are able to draw a bit closer.
We know that the big guys won't get the credit, Brandon, but we also know that that touchdown belongs to them. Excellent job of clearing the way for their running back.
The point after through the raindrops, up and good. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Chiefs are going to make the recovery. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to get this inside the 30. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs 1st down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continue.
And the ball is knocked out. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
You and I have been around teams, and they all have goals for games, don't they? And every team we've ever talked to says what?
After review of the play, the running on the field is reversed.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Trubisky, complete. The tight end, Kelsey. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And they give this time to the tailback. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Down under 2 minutes to go. in this. Football game. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down. When this offense gathers to watch the tape, they're going to like a lot of what they saw. They put up big numbers, but they might fast forward through that last play.
Oh, there won't be any fast forwarding, partner. I've sat in those sessions before. You end up spending more time on the bad plays than you do on the good ones. It's just the nature of coaches. But I know sitting in that room, when you've had a big game, the night that they've had, you don't want to hear that. You just want to focus on the good stuff.
Again, it's Williams. And he'll be brought down well short of the first at about the 9-yard line. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a fourth down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Butker's kick here is good. And that will extend their lead now up to 22. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
This is fielded at the goal line. And a penalty marker's down on the field. And they might be backing up a bit here to start the drive. Well, that holding call set him up with not great field position.
Not at all when you tack on the penalty. With that field position after the return wasn't terrific, it's not a great starting field position as well.
They'll look to throw here on first down. He gets it into the arms of Parker, complete. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. He'll look to throw. This is caught by Williams. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. 2nd and 4. And this is caught. It's Parker. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. He'll drop to throw. That's complete to Williams out of the backfield. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Switch it. Come on, switch it.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this.